Hi everyone. Today I'm going to talk to you about some of the difficult questions on the will quiz. So to review, when we form a sentence about the future, we start with the subject, for example, I. Then we use the word will, which represents something happening in the future. And then we put a verb. So for example, I will go to the beach. Okay? If the sentence is negative in the future, we use I, the subject, won't. Won't is the negative. Okay? So we have will is the affirmativa, it's the affirmative, and won't is the negative. Okay, so we need subject, will or won't, and the verb at the end. So let's look at this first sentence. This was the first sentence in the will quiz. Let's go to the beach tomorrow. So they want to go to the beach tomorrow. And if they want to go to the beach, in the future, hopefully the weather will be nice. So it says, I think it is our subject, talking about the weather. And then we need will or won't and a verb. So let's go to the beach tomorrow. We would assume that we want to go to the beach when the weather is nice. So we will say this is affirmative. I think it will, and then we need our verb be sunny. So in the future, if we have the present, and this is the future, so we're looking towards the future. In the future, tomorrow, I think it will be sunny. Okay. Next, we have a question. And whenever we have a question in the future tense, we always begin with the word will. So for question form, it is will, then the subject, and then the verb. Sorry, we've mixed colors up. So will, then the subject, and then the verb is be. Okay? So when you're writing a question, you start with will, and then you have the subject, and then your verb. Will your brother be here soon? Will your brother, su hermano, will he be here aquí soon? Okay, and then the last question is our son, so in the future, va a tener 3 años. So we're missing, we have our subject, our son. And what are we missing? Will be 3 years old. Okay? So I'd like to go over the 3 forms of the future tense. Okay, so form number 1, we have your subject. For example, she. And we have the word will. She will. And then we have a verb. She will go to the beach. This is when it is affirmative. Ella va a ir a la playa. She will go. Next, we have the negative. So we could say she won't go. And this represents negativo. Ella no va a ir. She won't go. And then finally, when we make a question, we begin with will and then the subject. And then the verb. So for example, we could say, will she go to the beach? Will she go to the beach? So you have three forms. The affirmative, she will, or with your subject, will, and your verb. You have the negative, she won't, and your verb. And then you have your question, will, subject, and verb. It's a question. So I'll write a couple practice in the comments for you to continue to practice future tense. Let me know if you have any other questions.